Hello Internet, it's Trevor, and I'm just now crossing Highway 50 on Watts to Fair Oaks. That's where I'm going to turn right. Yep, Google's telling me to turn right there. I'm on my way to a house in Carmichael to meet up with someone on Craigslist about a old vintage computer that he's trying to sell. It sounds like he wants to get rid of it. He doesn't have the space or whatever. He says he collects old retro tech, but he just has no use for this one in particular. It's an old Pentium 3 PC, eMachines tower, with an ATI Rage card in it. And yeah, he's selling it for 20 bucks cash, at least from the sound of the ad and from what he was texting me. So we'll have to see. Shut up. But I got the computer. I'm not going to be recording too much right now, but there it is. It's in way better shape than I thought. It's got the really old MIDI or whatever that's called, the joystick output. It does have a USB port, and it just seems to be a Pentium 3 machine. We powered it on when we were in his place, and yeah, it ran up just fine and had Windows XP on it, a completely clean install, and it actually was pretty responsive and pretty nice running. He said he put a newer hard drive in it. The 47 gigabyte hard drive that I may have mentioned it replaced a 13 gigabyte hard drive that was already in there that was going out, I guess, and wasn't any good anymore. So he replaced it. He was nice enough to replace it, and he said he was just going to keep sinking money into it if he just left it laying around. So yeah, he's definitely the sort of guy to tinker with stuff like that, all the same as me. So I guess I'm doing him a favor and doing myself some injustice, you know, perpetuating my tinkering needs. But it's cool because I don't really have a computer like this on me right now, like an old Windows 98 era machine that can possibly play old DOS-box games or like Roller Coaster Tycoon natively, stuff like that. I really dig that, so I'll have to see what I can do with it when I get home. I'll take a closer look at it when we get home for sure. Alright, so here it is. We brought it back, and now we finally get to have a good look at it. It's in way better shape than I imagined. I thought for sure it was going to have way more scuffs, and I mean, it's got that part of the sticker, and it's got this rubbing on the plastic and the paint. It does seem to be coming off. Well, it's actually coming off a little bit, so yeah, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, so it's coming off. There's really not too much I can say to complain about the condition of the machine. It really is in decent shape. And it looks like it was taken straight from an attic of like some people who just don't throw stuff away. Just a perfectly preserved old eMachines Windows 98 machine that may have been pretty nice for its day, but eMonster 500A. Look at that I/O. One USB port, probably 1.1, two serial ports, parallel printer port, a classic 3 audio ports, a VGA out only on the Rage 16 megabyte card, a modem, a 56K modem, Firewire, and then an Ethernet card. So yeah, I'm kind of curious to bust this puppy open and see exactly what lies inside, but we can see we have DVD etched into there. We have a DVD-ROM, guys, and then a good old floppy drive. I actually have tons of floppies somewhere. eMonster 500A. And then the sticker, the marketing sticker on the front. So to make it clear, it says here 64 megs of RAM, but he told me that it was upgraded to 256, which I believe is the maximum that this computer is able to take. 512 kilobytes of, well, that's just a CPU spec. It says 13 gigabyte hard drive right here, but in reality it's a 47 gigabyte because he upgraded it. The modem, graphics memory, world's best gaming machine. Yeah. And then a little front panel with a single USB port and the game MIDI. I believe that's like some sort of old joystick interface. I don't believe I have any joysticks around here, but it wouldn't really do me much good anyways because I would be on a mad driver hunt, which would take ages, and I'm not really interested. I might, I don't know, I'll have to do something like that if I end up getting this thing another IDE hard drive and then having Windows 98 on that. So I'll have to think about it. Because yeah, that's kind of the big pain about keeping something like this in working order, is finding all the drivers for it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and crack the puppy open to see exactly what the inside looks like. So let's see if I can just... Okay, this suction cup isn't really working per se, but tilt this camera up a little bit. Good enough. This isn't a magnetic screwdriver, this is just a screwdriver that I happen to have on hand, and I have now decided that it is useless and that I want to use something else. That's a flathead. This is a nice bigger screwdriver that will almost certainly work better. Yeah, there we go. I happen to have a lot of tools around, but not a lot of tools that are immediately useful to me when I first pick them up. Go figure. It just sounded like from the guy that I bought this from that this machine, he wanted to do something nice with it, but just didn't have the time or the energy or the space, and didn't want to spend the money either, by the sounds of it. Just finding the old parts and then upgrading it, or he mentioned he wanted to make this into a sleeper build, like he wanted to get a low-level Core i3 board and then just pop it in there. Oh wow, yeah, that looks cool. So that's the interior. Wow, slot 2, look at that. It's a slot loading CPU. I love those. There's the RAM, 2 slots only. And those RAM sticks might be quite rare, because if it's 256 megabytes, those have to be 128. Actually, I don't think it's that rare. That'd be 128 megabyte DDR, I think. That's my guess. There's the ATI Rage. That's the modem on the second slot. Firewire, and then on the bottommost, the Ethernet switch. That's PCIe. The topmost one is AGP. I believe I do have another AGP card around here somewhere. I don't think it's an ATI. I think it might be, actually it might be an ATI. It might be either a 9600 or something along those lines. Or it could be a GeForce. I'll have to look. Floppy drive. There's the hard drive mounted right there in the 5-inch bay. Interesting. And it is an IDE hard drive. There's actually no other places to mount the hard drive from what I can see. So they did just, they just decided we're gonna mount the hard drive in the bottommost 5-inch bay and then call it good. I guess that's usually how it works. I've kind of forgotten how these old E-towers work, how they laid them out. So that front panel is specifically designed to be there, and I'm pretty sure that that pinout right there, that ribbon cable that goes from the motherboard, that is specific to that card, like this little daughter board right here for the USB and the game MIDI port. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be transferable. I'm not sure though. Got 2 Molex connect. What is this? Why is this like this? Because this plugs into... Huh. Not sure why they've done that. That's interesting. Also, the floppy drive's not plugged in. I wonder why that is. Is that how you plug in the floppy drive? I guess so. So I might do some other videos with this computer, but I just wanted to show you guys that is a tiny power supply. I assume it's not that many watts. Let's see if I can get a good view of the sticker there. I'm not sure if you guys can see it well enough. 180? 180 watts? Yeah, 180 watts. Wow. Things were different back then. But so cool. Yeah, I'm really interested in toying with this thing, seeing if I can do anything with it. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the inside and show you guys so you can marvel at this old machine and this classical green power button that I'm pretty sure everyone's familiar with if they've owned one of these old e-towers. My family had an e-tower, a Pentium 2 or something like that, and I shot a picture of this to my British friends on Discord when I first picked it up, and they said that their families had one too. So yeah, it's I might have to do another video on this thing if I can figure out something to do with it, something fun. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and hope you guys enjoyed seeing this marvel of old computer tech. Until next time.